Trap, what's the screenshot? Oh, I was telling people how early in the year, I was down 1.5 million. That was my screenshot from early in the year. We've been fortunate enough to shake back. And I was just talking about the resiliency that it took. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That took a lot. Because that was my biggest loss ever. And I had to mentally get myself back in the game. I had to mentally get myself back in the game. Because you gotta think, like, everybody got a pressure point. And especially now when I see people you know, and I hate to use this as an example, but when I see people like killing themselves behind losing money in the market, I'm like, bro, you should never been in the market. Nah, I ain't saying nothing bad about nobody, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be willing to navigate the ups the same way you navigate the downs. So even in the Patreon, one of the things that I do is I tell them all the time, man, like, you tell who you are the most during the down days. You know who you are as a trader on the down days. Everybody can shout to the moon when the market green. Everybody can shout to the moon when the market green. Everybody gonna say they rock with you when it's green. Man, Trap, I rock with you, dog. Man, you know how many people left when it was red? And they wasn't wrong. They wasn't wrong for leaving when it was red. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't wrong for leaving when it was red. But I told myself, I said, hey, we gonna get that back, bro. We gonna get that 1.5 million back. You find out who you are when the market is red. Because it's easy to love the game when it's green. It's easy to love the game when it's green. You know what I'm saying? But it's the red days that define you. Because the market gonna always test you. It's gonna always test you. Because it's a whole bunch of money to be made. There is no replay, Queen. That was 2022, 2023. Ooh. Well, that Lily punched all us in the face. All up. Lily punch. That Lily punch. All of it. Look, that AMD jump was sweet. We was in there. And there was certain plays. It was certain plays along the journey that really was like, ooh, that's it. Like what we did with that AMAT play. That was clutch. It was certain plays that really like. It was certain plays that it was no. So that's old, y'all. I ain't that no more. That's old. And I want to show y'all something. I want y'all to look at something. So, and this is why I'm really showing y'all this right here. Watch this. Watch this. When I cashed out, I want to show y'all something. When I cashed out, when I took that $1.5 million loss, all I had left was $297,000 in cash. When we cashed out, when I cashed out this play, when I cashed out this, it was in April. When I cashed out in April, when I took this L, I had $297,000 in cash. Just know we back over two. Yeah. We way over two. We way over. We about to push back to. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I had to go get it all back. That's it. We was down to $297,000 cash. And I told myself, I said, hey, we ain't putting no more money back in the market. We gotta make this gotta go. This is how we get it back. This is what we got to get it back, my nigga. We got $297,720 to get it all back. Yeah, we over 3 M's now. And you just tell yourself, bro, like, this how we, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, bro, like, you guys just, and listen, don't put, I said we not putting, but how did you hedge to do so? Didn't they demand you pay it? What you mean? There wasn't no margin. There wasn't no margin. I lost that money. I bet. I lost it. It's gone. He down 15. He down 15 what? He is down 15 what? Well, I ain't down nothing. I'm not down 1.5. I was down 1.5. That was in April. We took a loss. What? Man, watch out, man. T, man, tell him watch out, man. Hey, man, watch out, man. Hold up, Trap tells us don't trade on margin. He preaches it. Yeah, I ain't trading on no margin. And that's a realized loss, and that's why I'm putting it. That was a realized loss of $1.5 million. The screenshot confusing people. How is it confusing people if I'm telling you what's going on? The screen, how is it confusing anybody? You know why it's confusing? Because you're trying to guess instead of listening to what I'm saying. The screenshot confusing because you're trying to guess instead of listening to what I'm saying. Stop trying to guess. Stop trying to guess. You dig? So I was down. Right? So what happened was in April, I took a $1.5 million loss. 1.5 million. Going into February, I was up 400,000. That was unrealized. Right? So I took the loss. And then, so I was up 400 and something thousand, and then around April, when the market just fell off a cliff, shit, I took the loss. The loss was 1.5 million. All right, the loss was 1.5 million. So the 876 is not, don't you see that thing say year-to-date realized gains? Right? That says realized gains. So the 876 was the other account value. Nope. That was the other account value on what we had overall on it. So the 1.5 had me negative. And so I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right. How do we get that back? We got 297 in cash. 1.5 million in the negative. Get to the point, sir. Get off my live. That's easy. You ain't gotta hear it. I could talk in circles if I wanted to. You get off the live. That way you ain't gotta hear it, ma'am. And so I say, all right. Got 297 in cash. We down 1.5 million. How do we get it back? How do we get it back? Without adding no new money. Man, watch out, man. Watch out, man. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. So we said, all right, here's the play. So we looked at my first play back in action. Netflix. Started smoking. Netflix. So during that time, there was 3 plays that took me to the moon, that held me back out. There's about 3 plays that helped me out. Netflix, Spotify, 4 plays. Netflix, Spotify, Goldman Sachs, Meta. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So once we got that back, I got ammo, I got action. Once I got it, my goal, I'm not gonna lie, I said we got a chocolate. Yep, Costco too. Costco was rocking out for us. What kept me level-headed on to take a loss like that, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I just, in my heart of hearts, I said, this is my comeback story. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna get this back. I'm gonna get this back. I know I'm gonna get this back. I'm like, we not gonna end the year red, my dog. We not gonna end this year red, my dog. Then we did a couple AutoZone plays, yo. Oh, that's my people in the Patreon. They know we had a couple AutoZone plays that locked in for us. You know what I'm saying? So I just locked in on big bars that I know move like hella big. So it was Costco, it was Meta, it was AutoZone, it was Netflix, it was Spotify, it was Goldman Sachs. Them 6 plays, I'm not gonna lie, like we rocked on them. And then we had some smaller plays like QQQ, we had some smaller plays and Nvidia that was, locking in for us. But in my mind, I just kept saying like, bro, all right, how do we, so there's a saying, how you eat an elephant? Man, one bite at a time. So I told myself, all right, 1.5 million. All right. What's a goal that we got to get to, bro, that make us feel better? And I said, bro, if I can get this thing under $1 million, I'm gonna feel better. Palantir, we had a lot of Palantir. That's right. I'm shout out to my Patreon people. So I said, all right, how do I get this thing back? I was like, all right, like if I get it under $500,000, you know, I got the rest of the year to recover. And I'm not gonna lie. April, May, June, like going to my birthday in July, I hadn't got $1 million back. Going into July, August, I hadn't got $1 million back. I was like, ooh, I made $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, like I'm at $500,000. Like once I got to like $500,000, 600,000, I was like, all right, bet. I was like, all right. But then I wound up taking a big ass L. Freaking Wingstop. That shit hit me for like 200 grand. I was like, damn. So that shit pushed me back to like, we got a CEG play too. We got that play. So then we got like that Wingstop play. Really, that play pissed me off. Cause I had just got past, that play put me back under the $1 million. I was like, damn. I was like it got me back to like 1 point something. I was like, damn. No, it got me back to like, yeah, it got me back to like 800s. I was like, damn. All right, so I'm like, all right, I'm against the clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, but Trap, don't look at it like that. I'm like, you know what months do what? You know what I'm saying? At what confidence to buy? Man, I've been buying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I was scaling the account. I was doing here's the dope part about it. Everything I was teaching my people to do, that's what I was doing. Everything I was teaching my people to do, like I was like, all right, once I get here, if I can get 100% here, if I can get 50% here, I'm gonna go here. And so we was buying so expensive plays. Like these plays was heavy hitters. So like Netflix, heavy hitter. Meta, heavy hitter. Like I rinsed and repeated Meta like 3 times and we got like 100% every time. You know what I'm saying? So that was heavy. AutoZone rocked us. We did good with AutoZone. You know, like Goldman Sachs, we was hitting that for 100% every time. You know what I'm saying? So there was certain plays that was like, I was just really, really intentional about reading the market. Like I drowned all the noise out. Now, mind you, watch this, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, let me tell y'all something too. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it was such a stress. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. One night I actually cried. One night I actually cried. And it was because the market was tripping. I was already $2 million in on my roof in my building. I was having a situation with my daughter. I was having another family situation. And I was just like, bro, like, what the hell is going on in my life right now? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, what the hell is going on in my life right now? Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not even a bad human being. Like, what is going, like, I had everything that me and my girl wasn't together, like, everything that was going wrong, bro. And I remember having a moment with God, like, say, God, like, whatever you teaching me, whatever you want me to see. And not gonna lie, I remember hearing Inky Johnson say, consider it pure joy. And I remember going to that verse. And that was kind of the game changer for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember hearing Inky say, consider it pure joy. Now, you know, that, and around that time, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I was in my word heavy. Not just because of the trade and at one point, I just had so much stuff going against me. Like, I had so much stuff going against me in that season between April, May, June, July, like April and August. I had so much stuff going against me. And I was like, bro, like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, like, what the hell is going on here? Like, my roof was getting worse and worse. Again, a situation with my daughter had me just like in shambles. Me and my mama had like a disagreement that didn't sit well with me. Like, I was just like, God, you gotta see me through this one, you hear me? And I'm gonna be real with you. The only thing I found peace in was the market and the word. That's the only thing I found peace in. The market and the word. Like, I read the word, I be in the market. I read the word, I be in the market. I read the word, I be in the market. I be in the word, I be in the market. Like, that's the only thing I found peace in. Not even gonna lie to you, yo. That's why I love it so much. Cause it gave me peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew this is the one thing, like, I could navigate, and I lost myself in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was really, really serious about learning these charts. I was really, really serious. And then I ain't gonna lie, I heard certain people in the space like, man, nigga don't know how to read no charts. That nigga don't, and that shit kind of like pissed me off, because I was like, dog, it don't even matter how much money you make. Like, people gonna always say something about you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, like, I'm gonna show they ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show they ass. So I just got in them charts, and I just found peace in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yup. Like, I was motivated. And then everybody that was in my Patreon, I felt the obligation to get them their money back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm obligated to give my people their bread back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm obligated to the ones who stuck it out with me and thugged it out with me. I was like, yo, I'm obligated to get them their bread back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's all I found peace in. I was going to the gym, working out, the market, my word. Going to the gym, working out, the market, my word. That was my routine. That was my routine. Going to the gym, the market, my word. Going to the gym, the market, my word. That was it. For them, like, I was like, yo, I'm locked in on this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because part of me wanted to, and I'll be honest with you, part of me wanted to show people, like, nah, bro, like, I could chart, dog. You know what I'm saying? Part of me wanted to show, like, why shouldn't I go get this 1.5 million back? Part of me wanted to say, like, I want to show, like, we built for this. This championship shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, cause this the one thing I hold my head on. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, God, like, I'm gonna let, work. It's workout time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's workout time. No lie. I was like, all right, it's workout time. And so we just started hitting. And so I ain't gonna lie, like, the Wingstop play, the Wingstop play was the play that kind of set me back. I was like, damn. Because we had finally got it under 1 million. So once we got it, so we took the Wingstop play. Oh, crowd strike. So crowd strike. So then we just started like hitting. So everything was like hitting. Thank you, family. So we was just like hitting. We just like hitting. But I used to be telling my Patreon people, like, bro, like, I'm in these things 3 hours a day. I'm like, yo, I'm in this thing 3 hours a night, y'all. Like, I'm in it. Like, I was telling, like, you gotta, everything. I was like, I wasn't over trading. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like over leveraging myself. I was doing exactly what I told them. Like, hey, y'all, like, we get 30, 40, 50%. See where the market at. So we'll take my profit. I'll leave a little bit on the table. If we got a runner that's running, I'll take some profit. Let that thing run. Ready position again. And so, man, like, I got it. I want to say April, May, June, July. By the time my birthday came, I was at like 750. So I'm like, all right, man, we done cut this thing in half. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, we see daylight. I'm like, all right. And so I told myself in my head, I said, nah, listen, we got to navigate August. We got to navigate August the right way, because if we don't navigate August right, bro, like, it's going to punch us in the face, and then September gonna knock us off our block, but it's gonna set us back. So when we dominated it, we did really good in August. August got me to like 300,000. I'm not gonna lie. I went into September, like, I had done pushed back on my plays. I had done chilled down. I was chilling. And boy, I saw what September did. That first like that first week of September, I called George. I said, nigga. I called George, I'm not gonna lie. I called George crying. He said, man, what's wrong, cuz? I said, cuz, I done got out the hole. He said, yeah, cuz. Yeah. I said, cuz, I done got out the hole, cuz. I said, cuz, I done got out the hole. Like the second week of September, something like that. I was like, cuz, I done got out the hole. I'm like, oh, it's on. It's on. I'm talking about, I was crying. I'm sitting in my living room. It was one morning. We woke up. Market went through the roof. And we was in, I'll never forget the plays. We was in NVIDIA, Oracle, AMAT. Man, we was in, all of them just ripped. And I called, I said, cuz. I said, nigga, I'm out the hole, nigga. We green. He said, what? He said, you gone? I said, I'm out of here now, cuz. I said, I'm out of here. Man, I was so excited, yo. He like, and I was crying. And I said, cuz, they don't know. He said, I know, cuz. He said, I know. Cause I had been back, like, you gotta think, I'm battling with this building, trying to get this building back together. I'm battling, you know, with the situation with China. I'm battling, trying to get the building together. I'm battling, trying to build my team up. I'm battling, trying to build the right team together. I'm battling, you know, gotta keep my people in the Patreon right. I was battling. Situation with my dog, I'm battling, I was battling so much. And he was like, say, cuz, you deserve it, bro. Which one felt better, the M play on NVIDIA or I think this victory here? No, I think they both have they moments. Because one, it was my first time hitting the million in a play, and I dreamed about that. And then this, so I think I think if I had to do a Mount Rushmore, they side by side, bro. They side by side. And I kind of wish I was recording myself so I could have that memory. You know what I'm saying? I had to remember hitting the 1 million, but recording myself, bro, like, but I was crying, so I didn't want to record I feel like people out their mind recording themselves crying, you hear me? But I was crying, I was like, God, and I dropped on my knees. I said, God, you're so good. You're so good. You're so good because you didn't let me go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I kept my composure. I helped my people make money. And we got out of that hole. And you know, I'm waiting on the time to show it. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on the time to show it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting on the time to show, like, so I can show my people, like, y'all, what we on? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So 1 million to play, 1.5 shade back again. That's, man, watch y'all T, man. Man, watch y'all T. Man, watch y'all T, man. Man, watch y'all, man. But yeah, man, like, you know, the shake back from, you know, to me, man, you know, being down 1.5 million, man, that was, you know, that was legendary for me. You know what I'm saying? And I truly feel like that made me eligible, you know, on another level. Because, and here's the crazy part about it. I never hid. I never hid from y'all. I never, you know what I'm saying? I never hid from y'all. I never try to hide it. I never try to, oh man, nah. But here's what I kept telling myself. And I'm gonna be, this the God honest truth right here. This the God honest truth right here. This the God honest truth right here. And I'm about to tell y'all something that's real, real, real. In my heart, I felt like if I didn't finish the year green, I was a hypocrite. Yep. I feel like if I didn't end the year green, if I didn't come out of that hole from that 1.5 million, I was a hypocrite. That's how I felt. I felt like if I didn't come out that hole, I was a hypocrite. Because how you gonna be teaching people how to? You gonna take an L. That's all right. You gonna take an L. But if you don't come out of that hole, and I gave myself 1 year. Like you don't got 2 years to come out that hole. You got this same year that you took that L. That's the same year you got to come out that hole. And I said, if you can't come out that hole in that 1 year, bro, you a hypocrite. How you gonna be teaching people how to make money, and you ain't positive? You gotta at least be positive on a year. After coming out there, after taking a loss of 1.5 million, I don't care if you positive $50,000. You good. You cannot teach people this. You cannot have a membership. You can take an L, 100%. You can take an L. That's cool. That happens. But if you don't finish the year positive, you a hypocrite. I don't care how many people's lives you change, because what happens is, bro, if you don't finish, that means you ain't studying the market enough, because the market give you enough opportunities to come out of that hole. Yeah, that's how I felt, bro. That's how I felt. Not gonna lie. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My emotion was, if you don't come out this hole, bro, like if you don't shake back from that 1.5 million this year, if you don't shake back from that this year, you're a hypocrite. Stick to buying whole. Stick to buying whole. So to come out of it with, October, November, December left, it's like, okay, you built for it then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you built for it. You built for it. And now I can hold my head high, because now I can stand next to anybody and be like, bro, look, first, 2 million that year. Then the following year, after I made the 2 million, we made the 4 million. The year we made 4 million, we also took 860 out the market, bought a building. The following year, bro, going into February, I'm up $400,000. Then I take a realized loss of 1.5 million, and then finish the year up whatever. Oh yeah, I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can take that. Like, we battle tested. And so that was my goal. That was my goal. You heard me? Like, say less. Like, that's, if you ask me what's my resume, that's my $1 million in the play, $1 million in the play, 4 million in 1 year, bought a building, up $500,000 beginning of the year, lose 1.5 in the year to the positive. That's my resume. You know what I'm saying? And made the $800K back from the building. That's the resume. You put me next to anybody with that one. You know what I'm saying? You put me next to anybody with that one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, put me next to anybody with that one. You hear me? It's a solid resume. And it's all documented. That's the crazy part. So it ain't just hearsay. You feel me? It ain't just, well, you saying that. No. It's all documented. Everything we said is documented. We done showed it. We done, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we on it now. We on it now. So let me hit this gym, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all want to come join the Patreon, comment the word print money.